Oh my gosh. Oh, there we are. There we go. That looks like something. Man, my hair is a mess. I just look like I've just been through it. That's what I'm like, where do I fit best? That's what I ask myself all the time. Oh my gosh. Well, we're live now, so I
Okay,
mean,
sweet.
hey.
What's up? Is Allison our guest right now?
Yep. I'm gonna type in something. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Allison." I wonder if she's gonna get that.
Can she type? That would be
I
sick.
don't. Yeah. She said, "Yo, hey, you can pull up
Uh,
the stream on your phone. Let me.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Since we're actually live this time, so you can. Cool. This is pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
So you can share that if you want to. I am going to as well. This is nerve-wracking. We're live.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, people can see me in my house. Why am I talking like that?
So did you send me a new link, or am I using the old one you sent?
It's a new one, but you can. I guess I can send you a new one. I figured you could just go find it yourself. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Wow, this is so fun. We're having such a good time.
Okay, now how do I get this link so that I can copy it to Twitter? How do you
There's a little like arrow thing at the top there. It's like a woo.
copy?
This must be so like just this content, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I'm tweeting our live link.
Ay ay ay. Okay. So I'm gonna go over to Facebook here and I'm gonna type out a link. I'm gonna say we're live with updates. Also just trying to figure this thing out.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say something similar.
I'm gonna say join the train wreck. Behind the scenes of Isaac typing up a Facebook post. Ay caramba. So we got
Okay.
big plans.
Okay. I tweeted it.
You tweet it.
Yes. Yes. We have 21 Twitter followers. So that's good. That's something.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, this is all so exciting.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh, did Allison retracted her message? Oh my gosh. How
That's
rude.
rude.
Okay, so I'm gonna have one headphone out because it's like throwing my game off.
Okay.
Anyway. Man, we're like real not good at this. You know, hey,
Yeah.
we're doing our damn best, all right?
Yep.
We're doing
We
our
got
damn
this.
best. We're out here, we're posting stuff, you know, we're just trying to talk about the movies,
Yep.
the pictures. Oh my god. Oh my. Man, no one's gonna join this. No one likes us. Oh my gosh.
We'll get
just
some.
like
We'll get
recess. Always getting picked last. JK. My friend called me funny running man in gym class, and I've just never recovered from that.
Were you ever actually picked last, like the last one standing up?
No. I really don't know. Like looking back, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think people just thought I was high all the time. I was like really out of it for most of high school, to be completely honest. I was just like in a weird daze all the time. Well, I mean, here we are. We're live. We're doing this.
Hell yeah.
Guess I'll remove my comment since Allison removed hers. Hashtag unfriended. The dark web. Well, you know, this is crazy because it's like I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know. Is anybody gonna watch? Is anybody gonna listen? We'll do it live.
They will.
One day they will.
So
My hair's gonna get crazier and crazier throughout this. Anyway, what?
Are we just gonna rip the audio from this and make it the news updates podcast?
Yeah, so I'm gonna like take this audio, probably trim out this whole bit, start it just when we do the intro. So if you're watching, this is exclusive content.
Oh my.
So, man, I don't know. This is new territory for us, really.
Yeah. I'm excited though.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get better and better.
For sure.
The more we get used to this stuff.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should post the link to like Killer Flicks and We Watched a Movie and all that, or if that's like counts as weird poaching or something. Because I don't want to do that, but I think that they're definitely like, you know,
chill.
If anybody's gonna want to watch us.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, and this is also just like an intro. We don't really have a movie to podcast on right now.
No,
you know what I
this
mean?
is all just we're gonna just kind of shoot the shit, do some updates, test out this whole live thing. I might play a couple songs towards the end just to see how that sounds because we have some ideas with that, you know. So
yeah.
Man, this coronavirus, huh? It's no good.
Yeah.
It's really no good.
It sucks. It's a definite buzzkill.
Yeah. Not the kind we like as horror movie fans. Well, okay, so we have 2 concurrent viewers. I don't know what that means. If there's 2 people out there watching, hi.
Hi.
All right. 0 likes though, so that's upsetting. I mean, finding comedy and how sad we are, truly. I mean, I think a lot of the times when people do these live streams, they either kind of promote it in advance, which we did not do. We're professionals,
right?
And or they wait, you know, like 10 or so minutes to try to like get people in and see what's going on with that.
Yeah, that's what they do on Twitch when they're doing video games.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of like what we're doing right now, but it's also hard because Facebook, like I think, buries any post with links away from Facebook. Like unless it's like a popular, like trending, I think, topic. If you're posting a link, they don't want you to leave Facebook.
Man, I'm so sick of Facebook.
Yeah, it's pretty whack. Yeah, we kind of learned about that. It's like basically like if you're posting links to something else, it's like it only really works if you like boost the post, I think, or if you already have enough followers to like,
right?
You know what I mean? And we definitely don't with our 133 followers on YouTube.
Yeah,
and our
we might have
followers.
a real rough. Yeah, we might have a real rough, slow start. I mean, there's a good chance no one's going to be on this live tonight, but that's fine. I mean, we can, build our followers from the ground up. Probably won't have too many to start out with.
Yeah.
But we're doing it for fun. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, like I'm big fans of the We Watched a Movie guys and Drum Dums, and a big part of their whole story is just they've been around for like years at this point. Like it takes like years and patience of like doing something, getting better and better at it, building your audience, building a community, Yep. And that's like really what we want to do. It's just,
Yeah, we gotta put some elbow grease in first.
Oh yeah. So I'm trying to think of things we can discuss right now. I mean,
well, we can start out.
Yeah, I talk too much.
Okay. Well, we are That Killer Podcast. We are back from the dead. We have risen. It has been a while, but I don't know. We wanted to come back. We decided that we loved scary movies too much, or to not be doing anything and just fuck me.
What?
I'm getting twisted up on my words. We just basically wanted to come back. We're bored. We're in quarantine. But we were actually planning this way before any of this even started. And the idea is that I'm going to be over at Isaac's house, and we'll ideally be on the same screen. But we can't because we're responsibly social distancing right now. A lot's been going on in our lives since you last heard from us. Isaac, what's been going on with you?
Oh, not much. I mean, talk about a whirlwind of a year.
Yeah.
So sorry,
It's okay.
Anyway,
can you hear my dogs fighting outside?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's been a wild ride. I mean, we had my wife Allison, who you will have seen in our short films. She is a wonderful woman. We had our yeah, she really is. We had our first kid, our little girl Eleanor was born back in November, and so all of last year was pretty much just that. It was it was just savoring, every moment of that process, and it's like that right now,
Yeah,
for sure.
It's pretty huge. Do you feel any different being a dad?
Oh yeah, I'm already like planning all these like projects for the house. I think that might also be the quarantine.
That's amazing.
I think it's just I'm trapped here looking at my house. I'm like, man, this house blows.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
It only blows because of like my bad upkeep of the house. But
no, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like because we're trying to build a carport outside. We're gonna try to do, but we have a hard time growing grass out front. So we're gonna do a clover yard, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, just like all this kind of stuff. We're really just trying to get that going. But really, what it is, it's like I think I'm just like, and it kind of started back right when I found out that Allison was pregnant. It's just like I'm like heightened emotionally. Like I'm like way more emotional now than I was. I feel like since I was like 14 years old. You know what I mean?
Aww.
Like everything. It's like everything is heightened again, and it's that feeling of like,
is that why you've been crying at This Is Us episodes?
Oh yeah, for sure. But a big thing is like, I guess, it's that feeling when you're younger, you're kind of heightened because everything is the first time. Like everything is a first experience. Everything is new, right? And now it's like I'm living that vicariously through Eleanor, like watching her like do stuff for the first time, see things for the first time, experience things for the first time, giggle and laugh and like all of it. You know what I mean? It's a really wild experience. Sweet. It's hard. It is, but I think Alice and I do a really good job of just sharing the load. And yeah, I mean, other than that, work's been going well. Lots of stuff going on with that. Check us out over at diddytv.com.
Oh yeah.
I host a show over there called 11. It's the Americana Rock Hour. Turn it to 11. And and so I mean that's pretty much all I've been up to. Just writing a lot of music. I've been releasing music as well. You can check that out on Spotify. Isaac M. Erickson. I released actually
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
And so basically, I've been releasing singles, but I also released an entire EP back in October of just scary stuff, like scores and stuff like that, from our horror short films, which you can check out. You can check out our first two on this channel, My Friend Donnie and Something Sweet. And we have another one that we shot last year that is still, we're hoping gets into some more festivals, because it got into Indie Memphis, it got into Salem Horror Fest, and it got into Spooky Empire, and so that was awesome. Yeah. We've had other films get into just Indie Memphis, but Home Video 1997 got into Indie Memphis, got into, like I said, Salem Horror Fest and Spooky Empire, and right now it's entered into some other stuff. It's really kind of like a wild, you're just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what's going to stick when you're entering into these festivals, especially at the low budget level we are. You just have to hope that the person that watches it really like connects it and gets like the fact that it's like a love letter to slasher stuff, and it's like it doesn't really take itself very seriously, but at the same time it does. It's like the stuff that we make is a very like weird fine line, you know.
It's fun
of comedy and horror, and you know that goes into like what our next thing that we're gonna do is, at least that I have lined up for us to do, called Derek is a Demon, which that's gonna be fun. That's planning on shooting that. I was planning on shooting it in April, but
yeah, right.
Yeah. But our buddy Keegan and I have been working on the music for it, so it's a short film about a band and a demon. So we'll leave it at that.
And it sounds so sick so far. Oh man.
In a few minutes we're gonna put on our intro and actually get into the show, I guess. I mean, we might as well. I don't think too many people are gonna show up. I might go ahead and post over to Killer Flicks into the We Watched a Movie page just to
see if we can get some traffic.
Yeah, why not? I love these communities are so great. You know, it really feels like I found my tribe when I found Killer Flicks and when I found We Watched a Movie, because it was just like I don't know. Not a lot of people want to just hang out and talk about horror movies, and you know, and Allison love her to death, but she is like the bravest person I've ever seen. And so like, this is the girl that like fell asleep, took a nap while watching Insidious. Like,
yeah, like what?
Like,
how?
Just no fear. And so she doesn't do, but she has really like turned me on to a lot of like old horror movies and stuff that I like haven't, that I would never have watched otherwise. And so we'll get to those. And Allison is definitely going to be a guest on some, like, if we talk about Freaks, if we talk about like some just like older movies, she's going to be there. And there's this whole like subgenre of horror called Psycho Biddy that's about like older women like losing their damn minds. And so, and she's into that. And so she is going to be the guest when we do that. And so that kind of goes into like the format changes and stuff like that, which we'll get into later.
Yep. Let's see.
Just testing this thing out. Mikey, tell us a story. What have you been up to?
I went blonde.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I hate it. My roots are killing me in this quarantine. But yeah, and I got a new job and just thriving as best as I can, as much as any essential worker can at this point.
Yeah. I'm going to share it in Killer Flicks, but that has to be like admin approved, so it probably won't get through in time, but I love Killer Flicks, so I'm going to share it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, we can give it another couple minutes. I mean, So we can go ahead and talk about, just what, I don't know. This is hard. It's hard to do like the pre-stream thing because we have kind of a whole like list here of like things we're going to talk about once we kind of really want to get going here. But, and then my hair keeps falling and shit. I have thick, luscious locks. It's weird because it's like opposite, so I keep trying to fix it and it keeps like, it's like I forgot. Oh, Allison's being mean to us. She said it was boring. Damn. Okay. All right. Well, I think at this point we should just go ahead and get the show started. Again, this is all just a test, really. And we just wanted to see what.
I think this can be loose.
Oh, she said. Okay, sorry. She clarified. I thought she was being very mean to me, but she actually said Insidious was boring, and that's why she fell asleep. This girl said Insidious was boring. Oh my gosh.
She didn't say we were boring. That hurt my feelings.
I love the transition, though. I'm not trying to just go and talk about my exes right now, but it's just funny that one was remember our first episode where I talked about the ex I had that literally sat in the car and cried because I ran inside and she was so scared after Insidious? But then the woman that I marry falls asleep.
Yeah.
That's who I need. That's who I need. Allison can protect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she protect.
Yeah, she protect me. Man, I think we should just get to it. I don't think a lot of people are going to join in. I think we can just go ahead and get going. And then if people want to come back and check the stream out, they can. Even all the first 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes is just us, just gabbing. All right, well, I guess now we can go ahead and go to the intro and then actually get the show started. Oh my gosh, see, my hair just keeps falling. This haircut I got, man, it's like a good one, but then it's also just hard to deal with.
When did you get it?
A while back.
Yeah.
I don't remember the specifics. All right, so here's our intro. Mom and Dad are gonna be so mad. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of That Killer Podcast.
What's up?
We talk as if we never left.
Yeah.
We're just sitting back a response to a text that we ghosted you on for a year and a half right now. Hashtag introverts, am I right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're sending that you up text to all of our previous followers.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that intro there, that was fun, right? Huh?
Yeah. So sick.
So that was a bunch of clips from short films we've made, including Home Video 1997, which is currently we're not releasing that yet because we're waiting.
In rotation.
Yeah, plus that's a good Halloween time one. And I know we're shooting another.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like
we definitely need to save it for Halloween.
But all this to say, we're back. Back again. That Killer Podcast is back.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Two amigos.
Yes. Our two friends that are watching. Hello.
Yeah.
and also, because this is going to be the podcast and this is video now. So that's an important thing to say. If you're listening to this on Spotify or on iTunes, you can actually go to our YouTube channel, That Killer Podcast, on YouTube, and we're going to be live streaming right now. And so we'll post on our social medias, That Killer Podcast, on all the social medias, about when we're going to do, what we're going to do, and all that. And so go ahead and give us a follow on there if you care. Mm-hmm. And I hope you do.
You care.
Yeah. And so that, I mean, that's a big part of like what we're trying to do right now is get back at it. And we had a lot of plans to get back at it.
Yeah.
And
But
coronavirus.
then the old Rona. Rona rolled through. Yeah. Kind of put a damper on it. And normally we planned on, us being in the same room. So me and Isaac would kind of be streaming together instead of apart. But we're, kind of doing the whole social distancing for now.
Yep.
We'll see how long we'll have to do this instead.
Yeah, man. I'm really hoping not that much longer. I'm getting cabin fever here,
me too.
man.
I mean, I hope.
But yeah. So I guess we can go ahead and start out by saying, like, sorry for ghosting you guys since Halloween of 2018. Life got crazy there. I had a kid.
Yeah. You did.
I've been a bit distracted, guys.
Yeah.
I've been a bit distracted.
A lot going on. Yeah.
So.
Were you married? By the time our last podcast dropped, were you already married?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was. In fact, we we were very inconsistent, guys. I'm sorry. But we had like kind of.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. But I mean, what the fuck? What else are we doing now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's kind of a break there. But yeah, because we took a small break because of the wedding planning. Because 2018 was probably another reason why we stopped doing the podcast, honestly, is just things were hectic.
A lot going on.
Got married and then did that and then kind of took a little bit of a break. Paul is working like 3 or 4 different jobs at once.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And Frenchie works nights and stuff. And so it was just like, it's kind of difficult to get this thing back up and running. But, here we are.
Yeah. Should we talk about what we have planned?
Yeah. Well, Mikey, what have you been up to? You didn't answer.
Oh, I have been doing equal as much stuff as Isaac. I went blonde, kind of going after my idol Chad Kroger. And no, I'm just kidding. This looks atrocious. I know. I can't fix it though. I'm in quarantine.
Look at this graph.
Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
No, I've been good all the way around.
Cool. Well, yeah. So I guess this is a good time to we had a lot of stuff planned.
Yeah.
We had that. It was just hard to get everybody together. Frenchie still wants to be a part of it as much as he can, and so he's going to be around for sure.
Yes.
Paul is just off the grid. It seems like he's very busy. Like I said, he's working 2-3 jobs. And so we're going to try to get him on here as often as we can. But,
Absolutely.
It is what it is. We're all grown-ups now, you know what I mean? Finding time to just sit down and talk to each other seems to get harder and harder to do the older you get.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not blaming him at all for anything. Shit's tough out there.
Yeah, so, I mean, we just kind of decided, we kind of took it upon ourselves to just go like, look, if we want to do this thing, we're going to do it. I mean, I was paying for... to have the podcast still be hosted and all that kind of stuff for a long time. And so, so I just didn't want to give it up. I had it in my heart. I did not want to give this thing up. And so I didn't. And I just begged Mikey to do this with me. And so we're back. Yeah. And so we had a bunch of stuff planned as far as video content. We were going to do sketches, have different characters that we were going to do, reaction videos, all this kind of stuff. That's why my Halloween and Creepshow posters are out, not up on the wall somewhere, is because we had a backdrop and everything. We were literally doing like tests and stuff like that. Mikey bought lights and everything. We were going to do the thing for real. And then coronavirus was like, psych! And so we weren't able to do that. And so instead we're doing the next best thing. Now...
And it's a work in progress. I mean, I'm sure
trash. We are just you probably shouldn't
so bad.
You probably shouldn't even be listening right now. I don't know. We don't have anything better to do right now.
Oh.
You could be watching Diddy TV at diddytv.com or Diddy TV on your Roku or Apple TV.
Yeah.
What if all I did was promote other stuff I'm involved with?
Oh, but yeah, we planning on doing a quarantine. Wait, what was it called?
See,
QT?
this is what happens when you have to work remotely. Communication breakdown.
Yeah.
So, well, okay, I guess let's kind of talk about the format right now of like where.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we just kind of had a free form thing where we just talked, right? We just did the damn thing, and it was kind of a free for all. We probably have a couple too many beers and get in arguments over Friday the 13th
Probably.
part 4.
There were podcasts I don't even remember recording.
Well, so we're not doing that anymore.
No.
And anyway, so we kind of decided we need structure. And so,
Yeah.
like you can see now if you're watching this, and as you can see in the future if you're listening on Spotify, we're doing live streams from quarantine. We're at our house, at our houses, and we're going to bring in guests to join us on the podcast. We're not, I think it's, we're obviously two very charismatic people, so it's not like we need guests. No, we do. More voices, the better. It creates better debates, better conversation. And so we're going to be your main hosts that are here as often as this thing exists. And,
Exactly.
and we're going to bring in guests as often as possible. And so that kind of leads us to what we're going to do first, which is going to be our Quarantine Terror series.
I'm so excited.
And which we're going to call the Cutie series.
Cutie.
Yeah, QT. Get it? Huh? And who's a better guest for the Cutie series than Frenchie?
Frenchie himself. There's no better guest.
Frenchie is so hot. He is going to be
So hot.
the guest for this first series that we're going to do. And so we're going to do 4 or 5 of Mikey's favorite zombie apocalypse movies. We figured out that I was incredibly just not well versed in zombie films. I have not seen most of them. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I haven't even seen like the original George A. Romero zombie movies. I haven't. I saw the Dawn of the Dead remake, which was awesome.
So good.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, that's
Warm
a good
Bodies.
one.
Zombieland, but not Zombieland 2.
Did you see World War Z?
Nope. I saw I Am Legend. Does that count, or is that like a different type scenario?
That's kind of I categorize that as more of like a vampire movie. Cause like they can't touch the sunlight. That's more of a
It's kind of like a weird cross section between the two.
Yeah.
Because it's still like the virus outbreak type thing, right? Isn't that the point? Right. Talking out of my ass, I have no idea. It's been a very long time. I just know there's a very sad dog scene in that. And so
Sam.
Yeah, and so we're gonna have some guests on. Probably, like I said, we're gonna have Allison on. We're gonna have Frenchie on a lot, like a lot. Especially while we're in quarantine, he's gonna be pretty much a pretty permanent member of the podcast. And once we get to the next step of making the videos and stuff, it'll probably really slim down to just me and Mikey a lot for those. Yeah. But the long form podcast will still have guests.
Right. And we're thinking for our, I think the kind of movies at the top of the list for this QT series is 28 Days, 28 Weeks Later, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I actually haven't seen 28 Weeks Later. I've seen 28 Days Later. It's been a really long time, so I'm excited to watch that one again.
Hell yeah.
I know that it's a really cool story behind like the cinematography of that, and so I'm excited to kind of dig into that movie. Man, I just like zombie stuff is
it's like one of my favorite genres. It's like one of my favorite subgenres in horror.
See, I don't even watch The Walking Dead anymore,
I mean, yeah, I cut that too, but that's just terrible decisions in writing.
Well, okay. So, yeah, I haven't seen most of them. Like, name some other ones that you think I should have seen, because it's a guarantee I haven't.
I mean, we'll start at the like bottom of the barrel. My least favorite zombie movies. Did you see any of the Resident Evil movies?
Man, I definitely saw the first one, and I don't think I saw any of the sequels.
Okay, the first one was pretty all right. Second one, it just got worse and worse though. It plummeted. I don't understand how that many. They had like 7 or 6 movies. I just don't understand how every single one was more garbage, and they just kept giving it another one. I don't know. Big studio. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think
Let's see.
I think that they definitely kind of, from my understanding, fans of the game think that the movies never really kind of lived up
Well,
to the games.
yeah, that's part of it because I love the games and
Yeah.
yeah.
Which was the one that which Resident Evil game did you play? Did you like on the, man, it was the one with like the creepy like haunted house and like the tapes and shit. That one was awesome.
Resident Evil 7, first person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me. I played that in virtual reality for the first
Oh
time.
hell no!
The other week.
I downloaded
Oh,
it because I built
screaming.
my own computer, and so like I was like, oh, finally, because I have an Xbox 360. I don't have any like current gaming thing, and so I was like, oh, I can like downloaded Steam, and I was like, downloaded the trial of Resident Evil 7. Good lord!
So scary.
I was just sitting here alone in my office, just like it was dark as shit, and I was just by myself, just like jumping like. I was like, shit, the club is jumping, and this bitch, I can't even handle it right now. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it
Hell
was scared the shit out of me. I mean, honestly, like the thing is like, and we're gonna learn this from once we finally start to do trailer reactions. Is
yeah, that'll be cool.
Oh boy, I jump. Jump scares.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're audible. You're like you're
I'm
really
a
fun to go
screamer.
see movies with because good lord, you just scream,
Yeah.
man. And
I'm
so
sorry.
okay, so I guess maybe we should go ahead and jump over to what the format is going to be as far as structure, because before like I said, we just kind of, it was a free for all. It was just throwing everything out, just talking, right? And so went back and listened to a lot of those, and it was like, oh boy, we need some structure.
Yeah, it was messy.
Yeah, we were definitely some messy bitches
Yes.
back then.
Hell yeah.
But that being said, I think we got a pretty good little idea here of how we're gonna do things.
Yeah.
Moving forward. And so I got my little list out here of things that we're gonna try to do. And so. And again, this is all going to be kind of a moving target. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to evolve as we go, and these are all just new ideas that we're really wanting to try out.
Yeah. Definitely spitballing.
Yeah, and so, so I have this idea, because like I said earlier, I'm a musician, and I release an okay amount of music. You can check it out. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of do little improv comedy songs at the beginning of the show, kind of about the movie. Whether it's kind of more of a synopsis or just a funny like take on something that happened in the movie.
So excited for this.
And
That's all Isaac, by the way.
We'll see if that sticks. It's got to be kind of hard because, coming up with something every time. But I think once I do the first couple and I kind of get in the swing of it, hopefully that kind of goes.
You're going to get,
And so then after that, we would move on to a discussion of the
like
movie,
synopsis.
kind of like the general thing that we used to do, just kind of scrunch down, making sure we do it in like 20 minutes or less. Just really like honestly, it should probably just be 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, Theodore just walked in. Hey, what's up, dog?
Theodore.
Yeah, and so then after we kind of just do a general discussion of the movie, kind of vague general discussion to kind of
get us started.
Yeah, get us started. Then we move into Mikey's idea, which is the victim survivability score. And do you want to take the lead on that one?
Well, I was just thinking, like, I was trying to think of new things to do as far as horror movie podcasts, and I really like the idea of actually going in and looking at the victims or the survivors in a scary movie and kind of giving them a score based on their ingenuity, their creativity, their speed, stamina. I don't know. I haven't developed, the system, but I just want to give a score to the notable characters, and then I guess just the, cannon fodder characters as well. I just think it would be a little bit fun to throw that in there.
For sure. And so then piggybacking off of that, I was like, well, if we're giving the victims a score, then we got to give the killers a score too.
Hell yeah.
And so that's when I came up with the KBI, the Killer Brutality and Ingenuity score. And so we'll start, like I said, we start off with a song, then we go into the discussion, then we do the victim survivability score, and then we do the Killer Brutality and Ingenuity score. And so that's when we go in.
So excited.
And it's going to kind of be, you know, somebody like, you know, Jason Voorhees. Really easy to do a KBI on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But something like a zombie movie or something like Final Destination where it's literally death,
Yeah.
it gets a little more tricky, but I
Right.
think it's still going to be a good time. I think it's going to definitely...
We'll make it work.
Yeah. I think it's going to be really cool. And then we just end on, after the KBI, we then go into our favorite kill, what our favorite kill is of that movie.
Important.
Yeah, and then at the end of the episode, we'll go into just to announce what the next week's movie is going to be, so you guys can watch if you feel so inclined.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and so I think that's generally what we've been up to, what we plan on doing. So basically, we were gone, always wanted to be here, just had to find our way back, you know, find the
Right.
way back.
Yeah.
And we're here.
Yep.
And we plan on staying. We plan on putting out a lot of content. And
We're so excited.
yeah, I'm super stoked on it. I'm super excited. And so, I guess with that being said, our next... Oh, the dog is just being so loud in there. You probably can't hear him. But...
I don't hear him at all.
Yeah, I have misophonia, so I hear like these like small details, and it like drives
You
me
have
crazy. Misophonia, it's like where like certain sounds can just like drive you crazy. Yeah, and yeah, so that's a thing. Probably make me really like a really good survivor in like The Quiet Place, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and so I guess we'll end it like we would end our normal episodes by saying our movie next week is going to be 28 Days Later. And by
Hell
next
yeah.
week, I mean maybe later this week, maybe next week. Who knows? We're going to keep you on your toes.
So
JK,
I'm kind of asking this live, but are we doing days and weeks separately, or are we combining them? I don't know.
I think we should do
I'm
them. I
asking.
think we should do them separate, and then at the end of
Okay.
weeks later, we can kind of do a general.
Yeah.
Them both
I'm
together.
excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think we might. As of right now, I'm thinking we might stick to Tuesdays. Quarantine Terror Tuesdays, I think, just kind of works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or just Terror Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So I think
Because
I think
we're going to be
Tuesday-
recording on the. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that gives us this week to kind of prep for that next episode. And I am very excited about it. And I am glad that if any of you guys actually listened to this, enjoyed it. And we're the flow is weird. The flow is weird. We're not actually like with each other, and there's like a weird lag because we're doing this through Skype. So streaming this is wild. And I don't even know if we like really clarified that at the beginning to the audio listener. We are not at the same place. We are streaming this. And so we're very excited to get back at it. We have a lot of big plans, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Hell yeah.
I guess that's it for this episode. I think I might play our little outro here, and then for the live watchers, I might actually play a couple songs just to test out and see how the guitar sounds on here, because I don't have a mic on the guitar. But I kind of want to try that. So I'll probably cut this part out of the podcast.
Okay.
And with that said, I'm Isaac.
I'm Mikey G.
And we'll see you next time on That Killer Podcast. Psych, we're back. No. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna test out the guitar stuff and see how that works. Be right back.
Okay.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, caramba.
Ay, caramba.
Try to run these headphones under here, but it might not reach quite well.
Your wife is roasting me.
Oh my gosh, why is she doing that?
She's texting me about my roots.
Damn. Well, okay, so I guess, if if anybody's out there still watching, you're going to hear me play a couple little tunes here. Should I play some, new ideas that I have that aren't fully fleshed just because that's what's on my mind?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you guys, if anybody's out there and wants to comment and say how the guitar sounds and all that, this is going to be good because when we do the actual little songs for the episodes, they're going to be comedy songs. They're not going to be what I'm about to play now. But this is just to get a general audio feel for this and see how it's going to sound. I'm going to take this headphone out because it's bothering me.
Okay.
I can never say what I mean. I don't wanna hurt your feelings. I don't wanna be the bad guy. Never want to be mean. You've always had a way about you. Never could go unseen. Always thought that I could trust you. Thought I could say anything. People are complicated animals, but animals just the same. Dress it up and talk your game. We can still trace the blame. It's true. It's what we do. Said behind the back of a friend, all good things come to an end. Tears shed out behind the bleachers turned out to be your best teachers. Toughen up, kid, it only gets worse. Lighten up, kid, it always gets better. Don't waste time thinking of the future when you could blame it all on the weather. Trace the blame, it's true. It's what we do.
Bro, you're so good. It sounds amazing.
That's one that I'm working on right now.
Sounds so good.
Thank you all.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I really like it.
Yeah. So that's one. Maybe I'll play one more.
One more song.
Should I do a fun one? Should I do one that's kind of a silly?
Yeah, do a fun one.
I'm gonna do one called "Alone in the Dark." It's kind of a mixture.
That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, well, it is once you realize what it's about.
Okay.
So this one's called "Alone in the Dark."
Okay.
It's kind of harder to sing, so I'll probably mess it up. Lights down low, getting closer every second. You said, oh, don't you get me second guessing. Love is true, I can't live without you. Don't you wanna figure me out? Don't you wanna figure this whole thing out? Don't you wanna figure me out? Alone in the dark, Oh, fucked it up. I'm gonna start again. Ha! I thought I was
Okay.
still tuned to D, but I wasn't. Sorry to everybody who's actually listening. Ha!
I didn't hear
I'm
you.
gonna start
mess
over.
up.
You're gonna like it better this time too.
Okay.
Lights down low, getting closer every second. You said, oh, don't you get me second guessing love is true. I can't live without you. Don't you wanna figure me out? Don't you wanna figure this whole thing out? Don't you wanna figure me out? Alone in the dark, alone in the dark. Tell me where to start. Alone in the dark, alone in the dark. 7 a.m. in the morning, all alone. I wanna talk to someone, talk to you, talk to you. Still up from the night that we spent together, and I still wanna be close to you, close to you. Don't you wanna figure me out? Don't you wanna figure this whole thing out? Don't you wanna figure me out? Alone in the dark, alone in the dark. Tell me where to start. Alone in the dark, alone in the dark, alone in the dark. Tell me where to start. Alone in the dark, alone in the dark. It was a long night spent listening to the radio, sing along to every song we know, shouting loud with the windows down. Long night spent listening to the radio, sing along to every song we know, shout loud with the windows down. Alone in the dark, alone in the dark. Tell me where to start. Alone in the dark, alone in the dark, alone in the dark. Tell me where to start. Alone in the dark.
That's so good.
Something like that. Something along those lines. That one was
Fucking
longer.
amazing. I like it.
Yeah, so that's kind of close to something. I don't know.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, I guess we can go ahead and call it for the evening. Thanks to all 2 of you that tuned in. We really appreciate it. And
Bless.
we hope to promote this thing more in the future. We didn't promote this because we
We
were actually
will.
kind of afraid. We kind of didn't want you to watch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna not ramble along too much longer. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm Isaac.
I'm Mikey G.
See you losers later. JK, I love you.